On Monday, the 8th of July 2019, one of Nigeria's eminent entrepreneurs and legal professionals, founder and chairman of Splash 105.5 FM and Lagilu FM in Ibadan, High Chief Adebayo Akande, MFR, a silent achiever with significant contributions to virtually every important sector of the country's economy, joined the prestigious League of Octogenarians in a spectacular way. The celebration, which doubled as the 12th anniversary of the public lecture of Splash 105.5 FM, was themed Spirituality and Spiritual Capital as Factors in Nigeria's Post-Colonial Redemption. It was held at the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan, in Oyo State, Nigeria. The celebrant, High Chief Adebayo Akande, was born into the family of Chief Agbola Senusi Akande of the Adela Kumbaji family in Isale Jebu, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. He had his primary education in Ibadan, and in 1959 he left Nigeria for London to study law at the Northwestern Polytechnic, now University of London. Upon his return to Nigeria, Akande proceeded to the Nigerian Law School and became one of the foundation students between 1963 and 1964. He was an active member of the defunct National Party of Nigeria, NPN, from 1979 to 1983, during which he contested in the primaries for the governorship ticket in Oyo State, Nigeria. His foray into politics was however cut short when the military returned to power. He went back to his first love, law practice and business. Chief Akande has since continued to positively impact lives of Nigerians, both directly and indirectly, through several community development and charity projects. He is a recipient of over 40 awards and chieftaincy titles, including the prestigious Maye Olubado of Ibadan Land, a title for senior chiefs in Ibadan. Chief Adebayo Muritala Akande is happily married and blessed with children. In attendance at the event were former Minister of Industry, Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande, CON, who is the wife of the celebrant, Chief Kola Daisy, Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Rauf Olaniyan, former Governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajumobi, wife of the Chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, Mrs. Folashade Olatilo, and the Managing Director of Biscon Communications, Engineer Didakbo Olatilo, who represented the Chairman, Prince Bisi Olatilo. Traditional rulers, family members, friends, well-wishers, among many others. The event, which was compared by Oluwaseun Akinola, commenced with an opening prayer led by Mr. Michael Olatubosun, after which the national and state anthems were recited. Without further ado, the chairman of the occasion, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Leeds City University, Ibadan, Professor Jido Weye, delivered the welcome address.
I welcome all of you to this special occasion. For me that I'm standing before you, it's also a very special day for me. I've been part of this celebration on and off in the last 11 years. In fact, for those who are here with us last year, when we had this same occasion celebration at the prestigious Trenchard Hall, I was the one who was asked to coordinate the cutting of the cake. Chief Akande has contributed to that infrastructural activity by siting on this campus an edifice which is called the Adebayo Akande. This edifice comprises a very comfortable student residential place, a CBT center, a conference center, an event pavilion, which has also helped to change the structure and face of the University of Ibadan. And I think that for him to have gone to this level in his philanthropic activity, we need to give him a very big round of applause. Thank you. So today, we are going to celebrate him, and we are going to thank the Almighty for sparing his life. And I can assure you that the lecture that we give him today is one that we are all going to gain something from. So I welcome you once again, and assure you that you are going to have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you very much.
Later on, the guest lecturer, the Executive Vice Chairman, Ibadan School of Government and Public Policy, and the former Permanent Secretary, Professor Tunji Olaokpa, spoke highly of the celebrant, noting that the annual lecture is fast becoming a major platform for intellectual discourse in Nigeria to x-ray various issues and sectors of the country. Speaking on the topic of the day, spirituality and spiritual capital as factors in Nigeria's post-colonial redemption, Professor Tunji Olaokpa said, religion stands right at the heart of Nigeria's predicament, but that religion can also play a key role in transforming the geographical space of any society, adding that, despite the debilitating consequences of religious crisis in Nigeria, he finds it worrisome that some politicians and elites still deploy religious and ethnic sentiments as dark political strategies to score cheap political points at the expense of national integration, peace, and development.
This annual lecture sustained the tradition of intellectual conversation for which Ibadan is renowned as the indisputable intellectual capital of Nigeria. Indeed, Nigeria needs more of such platforms as this. As platforms such as these show we continue to raise and sustain the bar of national discourse around development and good governance in immeasurable. The annual lecture itself is fast becoming a major intellectual contribution to discuss in Nigeria, and with the reputable list of preceding lecturers, Professors Peter Okebukola, Toyin Falola, Banji Akintoye, and Dr. Tony Marino, I consider myself in very good company of seasoned intellectuals who have laid a very solid foundation with the various explain of the Nigerian condition from various perspectives. But I must say this, and with a deep sense of conviction, that the greatness of Splash FM and its even greater promise is a reflection of the greatness of this elder statesman whose vision, vintage professionalism, and entrepreneurial perspicacity conceived and brought it to life. I therefore like to pay homage to our octogenarian, Chief Murtala Adebayo Akande, MFA, the Maye Olubadan. Most people that I contacted to tell me more about Baba Akande described him as a rugged entrepreneur and a visionary whose alert feelings and business knowledge keep him constantly in tune with the development needs in various sectors of the national economy, especially as they affect Southwest Nigeria. As a professional communicator, Chief Akande has contributed immensely to Nigeria's media and broadcast journalism. It is remarkable to note that Splash FM is the first licensed private radio station in Ibadan. Chief Akande, with the Alakowe line, is also into transportation business. He has also invested heavily in tertiary education, as we heard from the chairman, with his upcoming West Midland communication platform and Open University, which is going to be the first of its kind in Nigeria to create a shift from the full brick and mortar learning delivery model. I must not fail to add this bit, that virtually all Chief Akande's investments are avenues for job creation and philanthropy. On this call, I join other well-wishers to celebrate this silent achiever, icon, professional par excellence, caregiver, philanthropist, God-fearing patron, husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, elder statesman, and member of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as he clocks 80 years of motherhood.
Professor Tunji Olaokpa gave several recommendations that can serve as the basis for further thoughts by the Nigerian government on the need to harmonize its institutional initiatives for channeling religious tension and conflicts into spiritual capital.
And woman. So my first subtopic is to answer the question, attempt to answer the question, what are the evidence of the sign of the time in Nigeria? Nigeria has proven unarguably to be a nation that dreams of, desires to have heroes, but acknowledges none. I will do everything to pull down any hero that wants to grow. So we are a nation without a hero. We are a nation without myths and legends. We lack commonalities by way of religion, language, culture, ideology, values, festival. We lack commonality of patriotism, nationality, of national good, and even of the enemy that we must defeat. The only commonality in our history is colonialism. So Nigeria is our only commonality. And at 60, our identity as a nation is still without. Indeed, Nigerians lack common aspiration. And unfortunately, if we go by the Buddhist aphorism, a nation that does not know where it's going and do not have a roadmap, we naturally regard every time as a destination. Distinguished Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, as odd as it may sound, my thesis is that the only commonality that Nigerians have is that we are born in Nigeria. And the second is that most Nigerians recognize that they are created by a supreme being. That they are creation of a supreme being, which some call God, some call Allah, some call Olodumare.
Other activities that followed were the question and answer session, the cutting of the anniversary cake, as well as presentation of an award to the guest lecturer and chairman of the occasion, Professor Tunji Olaokpa, by Chief Mrs. Nikki Akande, wife of the celebrant.
I'm going to make the cutting of the cake at the cutting of the word splash. And so I'm going to start with S, P, L, A, S, H.
The vote of thanks delivered by the General Manager, Splash FM and Lagilu FM Ibadan, Mr. Tunde Olawuwo, brought the first phase of the celebration to an end. The reception party for the celebration of Chief Dr. Adebayo Akande, MFR at 80, which followed next, was chaired by the Chairman, FECA Governing Council, Chief Bayo Oyero, after which the Chairman delivered his remarks.
I've studied the lives and times of Chief Bayo Akande. I see that he's a very, very quiet achiever. In fact, almost self-effacing. And yet, he's a very shrewd businessman. And as I wrote in the tribute, I marvel at a practicing lawyer veering away into the murky waters of private sector and making a very huge success of that switchover. Chief, once again I congratulate you and I wish you many more years. When I was in IMG as the sole administrator, later chairman, I related closely with Baba, who was then Ashifa Balogun of Ibadan land, your father. And I see that you take so much after Baba. Very soon, by the grace of God, you will attain a level in the Ibadan chieftaincy line which will be higher than that of Baba. By the grace of God.
Amen.
And in very, very good health.
Afterwards, a long session of goodwill messages followed as family members, friends and staff members of Splash FM showered heart-warming encomiums on the birthday boy, High Chief Adebayo Akande. The cake cutting exercise was supervised by the chairman of the occasion, Chief Bayo Oyero.
Me,
While the toast was proposed by the celebrant's son-in-law, Mr. Adebayo.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I raise a glass in honor of Chief Dr. M.A. Akande, MFI.
Thank you. Thank you. Celebration. Let's celebrate.
The vote of thanks was delivered by the celebrant's first grandson, Adebayo. As the event came to a close, Shagu Johnson thrilled guests to the best of music as they had real fun, dancing and celebrating on the dance floor. From BISCON Communications, it's 80 hearty cheers to High Chief Adebayo Akande, a quintessential gentleman and a role model of repute.